Welcome to online classes. In this video, again I came up with barriers to communication concepts, which is socio-psychological barriers. In the previous sessions, we have discussed about physical barriers, language barriers, how the physical barriers and language barriers affects the effectiveness of communication, and how they become hurdle in your day-to-day communication life. In the same way, socio-psychological barriers are also very important barriers which you need to avoid in your life for effective communication as well for maintaining the best relationships. This is about social as well as psychological barriers. The title itself, it is showing two terminologies. One is social and the second one is psychological. How the person behavior as well as the environment around an individual affects his communication. Let us see in the next slide. Socio-psychological barriers to communication. These are two terminologies. One is social. Under social term you can see family, society, religion and wealth. So here the economic status as well as the family status and the restrictions, traditions by the religion as well the wealth. And coming to psychology, it involves feelings, thoughts, emotions, opinions which are very closer to behavior, character and attitude of a person. Now in this video we are going to learn about the different components which comes under socio-psychological barriers to communication, which are highly important to avoid during the communication. In this concept we have various components which affects the socio-psychological barriers: status barrier, attitudes and values, different perception of reality, abstracting, closed mindedness, distortion, filtering and editing, bad listening, emotions, resistance to change. So these are the contents we are going to learn now. Let us see the status barrier. Status barrier will come with wealth, that is economic status, with the family background, as well with the self hard work and job skills, seniority, type of work assigned, age, person's abilities, amount of pay. So the status barrier plays a very prominent role. I will explain you an example that if an employee who is paying a low salary in his company wanted to convey some information to his superior, usually he feels that he cannot inform such information or the information like a request for increasing the salary, or else he cannot communicate about the things which are going wrong by the other employees because of his status. The fourth grade employee cannot face his superiors and he cannot communicate himself to his superiors because of this status barrier. In olden days, we have untouchability. Nowadays, it has become a barrier to the communication at workplaces. Like a lower grade employee cannot face without the permission of his manager or without a pre appointment, and he has to maintain some hierarchy. So, these are all the factors which gives some kind of status. In a work group, if a person is appointed as a manager and he will maintain some stature, some kind of dignity, and he avoids talking to people like that. Previously, the same person working with the group in a way that belongs to everybody and he will be friendly to everyone. But as the status increases, the barrier continues. So, amount of pay with the salary differences, people may not communicate with one another. Job skills. So, there are some kind of skills, for example, labor to a skilled person, and the labor feels that he should give respect to the skilled person, labor and under semi skilled labor. So these are all the things which called status barrier. So with this status barrier, people feels that he should not communicate with the people who are lower than his status. So like this, it affects the communication of a person. And next one is attitudes and values. This is very important concept where everyone should teach and learn this attitude. They have to make changes by behaving in a positive manner. You can also adopt some positive attitude from various people. So you should teach the younger generations about the attitude. Let us see what is this. The attitude serve the personal needs of the people. Generally, if you have attitude, firstly they will feel that in a negative manner we are discussing now. They should think only about the personal needs rather than the group needs and the organization objectives. They provide need satisfaction to the individuals. So here they always discuss about their needs and their security with the individuals. And unfavorable messages can't persuade by the receiver. Whenever some message is given by anybody to the people having attitude, having a negative attitude particularly, they cannot persuade the message because that message is unfavorable to him, so that he may not listen properly and he will not involve in such communication or in such conversation, because he is against to that message, because that is an unfavorable message to him. People interprets the message in terms of their attitude and values. Yes, of course, according to their thinking capacity and their backgrounds, physical difference, they understand the message in one way. For example, physically difference means if lean person or who is having some inferiority complex about their personality will understand and looks into everybody that they are inferior to all, so that they cannot take message in a proper way. And different backgrounds, the family background they brought up from and the educational background they have come from. So the language barrier and physical barrier, these are all comes under the understanding the message in a proper way. The personal attitudes, values, and opinions are the barriers to an effective communication. So, if there is a person having negative attitude and he is watching something which is happening in a wrong way, and he will go there and he will support the wrong person for the wrong issue. So, in such cases, effective communication will not be done. So here the values which he believes will be given priority than the attitude and values in a positive manner. Next one is different perception of the reality. Francis Bacon has said, man prefers to believe what he prefers to be true. Yeah, exactly what a sentence he has given. Man only prefers that what he believes that to be true, and he believes what will satisfy him. He will only believes that the message satisfies him in a mentally or physically or which serves his needs. Let us see our physical senses like hearing, sight, taste, touch and smell, our contacts with the physical world. What we hear, we will remember. What we remember, we will practice. What we practice, we will implement. What we will implement, we will get back the result. In the same way, while hearing also, the listening skills are very much needed. What the opposite person is delivering, whether it is he should have the analytical skills, whether the person is giving a wrong message or good message. If he receives the positive message in a positive manner, then no issue arises. But if he understands it in a negative manner, there exists a problem, and he will see the world in a negative manner. For example, if two friends watches a movie together, their interpretation of the events and the scenes, characters in it will certainly be different, because nobody will think in a even manner. It means nobody see the world in a same manner. All the world is the same, but perception is different. So here the perception of reality is dominating by the attitude of the person, the values and opinions of the person. So that it is very, very important to understand, to clearly understand, listen, hear. You have to be very keen that your all senses should work in a positive manner to take only positive for effective relations. And abstracting. We use language to communicate our experiences and feelings. Also, we focus our attention on some details and do not bother about the rest. Yes, it's a very, very important one, abstracting. Generally, people, they abstract the information by watching highlights. They do not watch complete program, or even they need not to be in the situation, but they will exaggerate, and they feels that they know everything. So in such cases, abstracting is very, very dangerous while communicating to anybody. You should not give the abstract, because the opposite person who is receiving the message may be received in a wrong perception. So that while reading the information or watching the information, you must be keen that you know, and you should watch the entire video, or you should read the entire concept, so that this kind of abstracting communication is also very dangerous for maintaining effective communication and keeping the relations in a best manner. Closed mindedness. A person may close his mind to communicate receptions. Because of inferior complex only, the 97% of people who is having inferiority complex will consider that themselves as a lawyer or the last person to the world, and they feels that they are undervalued, they are underrated, and people always suspecting him, and people are not good at him. So like that, he will consider himself, and he thinks sometimes he knows everything. If there is such mind, he will not change, or he will not follow the new ideas, new facts and suggestions. So this kind of closed mindedness, even if counseling does to him, he may not change his mentality. We oftenly see such kind of people in our neighbor houses, or else in classrooms, or with your seniors. You may be observed that some kind of closed minded people are only accustomed and believe that they are superior to all, and they cannot change themselves, and they will not change to the new ideas and new facts. And distortion, filtering, editing. So this is particularly for gossip mongers. They are talkative nature, they have good communication skills, but where their communication is affecting is because of distortion, filtering, and editing. They know the information in just a weight of paragraph, but while communicating the information to the people, they add 2 pages of masala, and even after, they will spread the book news, so that these gossip mongers are very very dangerous to themselves as well as the society. They will not keep their promises, and they feel that they know everything, and they are playing with everybody. So distortion, filtering, and editing the actual situations is very harmful and dangerous to keep the relations and communication effectively. Bad listening. This is highly dangerous and very very important to avoid. That is bad listening. Bad listening is one of the major communication problems. The communication problems only occurs because of bad listening. If they listen completely, they will follow whatever they have listened. If they have this condition, they have the problem of listening, then they pursue the information in a wrong manner, in a negative manner, and they will spread the same, so that they cannot maintain proper relationship, and they cannot maintain the communication, effective communication, and they cannot maintain their promises in a positive manner. Misunderstandings and conflicts can be reduced if people would listen the message with enough attention. One of the major reasons for bad listening skills is an individual's continual thinking about his own problems and worries. Even few people, they always thinking about others, and the outcomes of others, and the state of others, only because of inferiority complex, so that he will become a bad listener. The poor listeners always feel that thought in his mind is more interesting than what the speaker is saying. Yes, sometimes this will happen, the mind diversion. Whenever he feels, and he will get the best sentence from the speaker, he receives and he started thinking about that. So that this kind of bad listening will happen. He will not receive the information in a full-fledged manner. These are the components of bad listening: various distractions, emotions, excitement, indifference, aggressiveness, wandering attention. Various distractions means he used to think about his family, maybe about his friends, about his girlfriend, or about his dressing appearance. So there are several things and emotions. So an aggressive person cannot communicate properly. If he is having a negative aggressiveness, it will affect his life. Of course, the love and affection will not affect the communication, but the anger, emotions, excitement will definitely affect the communication. Emotions. Negative emotions are obstacles in the communication. Emotionally excited communicator is unable to organize his message properly, as we have already learned it from the previous slide. Resistance to change. People stops changing themselves because of beliefs, morals, values, attitudes and opinions. The people who is not at all having this kind of the positive belief in these kind of things, they stops changing themselves because they only believe that they know everything and they need not to be changed himself for the rest of the world. If we receive a message which proposes a new idea, we tend to be attentive to it. The new idea is rejected consciously or sometimes unconsciously because they are not at all ready to change themselves, and they feel that the idea will spoil their life. The average adult human mind ignores the new idea, especially when he feels insecurity and uncertainty about its aftermath, because he need to change. If he is not resistant to change, he should practice something, he need to learn. So where learning ends, then the life will also be end, because a learning is a continuous process where everyone need to be learn to change themselves or to learn something in their life, so that everyone should be ready to learn something positively to continue their life and to continue the effective communication and keep up their relations in a best manner. Yes, with this we have completed this socio-psychological concept, which is a barrier to the communication. In the next video, I'll be ready with types of listening. The link will also be available in the description. You can go with, and thank you so much for listening and watching this video.